Hi, my name is Oginga Carr. I'm the CEO of Epiphany Consulting, LLC, and I want to welcome you to another Aha Monday. Thank you and welcome back to another Aha Monday. It is the week of Christmas. It is December the 22nd. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for being a part of our team. This week, we're all relaxing, but we're also spending some time working because I want you to be focused in because we really have only one more Monday here in the month of December, and then we'll be back into January, being into 2015. And I know many of you are writing down those New Year's resolutions. I'm not a big fan of those resolutions, but I think you can change at any point in time you want to. But if you want to choose now to change, be my guest and do so. That's great. Thank you so much for the feedback that we had talking about perception versus reality as we continue to keep creating some momentum for what we're doing. My ebook is out where we're talking about those things as well too. That's on the business side, but we really share this space for Aha Mondays, really a little bit more on the personal side as far as personal motivation. What I wanted to have here is just a place on the internet where you can get something positive, where you can feed your soul, and you guys feed me back when you talk back to me. I really appreciate that. I check out emails on my phone all the time and talk back and forth with those things because what we're doing right now is we are building a team. What's the name of our team? It's called Team Crushing It. What are we crushing? We're crushing life. We're crushing those goals that are in front of us. We're getting there faster than we thought we were going to get there. We're crushing the obstacles that are there as well. And so I just really am so very happy to have you here checking out our videos and talking about our things. Now, for anyone who knows me personally, you know that I am a boxing fan. And it is not necessarily about the violence of the sport. It's not really about two guys punching each other in the face or whatever that really attracts me to the sport. What attracts me to boxing is the sheer will of overcoming someone else's sheer will. So it's two wills that are together, and for someone to win the fight, that it really is their will overcoming the other person's will and being able to do so. What probably is more exciting to me than necessarily a knockout, where someone is knocked out and there's a definite win, is when they come down to the decision. Because when they come down to the decision in a championship fight, everybody's kind of standing around, and there's a lot of anticipation. And it says, then the announcer comes over and they don't know what he's going to say. He says, for the winner and still champion of the world, and still champion of the world. And it used to be that the biggest thing that you could be in the world, the biggest star you would be in the world, would be the heavyweight champion of the world, the heavyweight champion of the world. Your Muhammad Ali's, your Mike Tyson's. When I was growing up, these guys are the baddest men on the planet. And so it was because they just had such great will and strength to be able to get there and to be able to do so. Well, it's the holiday time, so I've been spending some time watching some movies. I'm a big fan of the Rocky series. Huge fan of the Rocky series. I could literally write a paper on each one of them and what they're about and everything as far as that. Well, I had the opportunity to watch Rocky 3 a little while ago. And when I was looking at Rocky 3, that's the one where he's fighting Clubber Lang. Clubber Lang, who's Mr. T in the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, go rent Rocky 3 over the holiday period. Great movie. Anyway, but fighting Clubber Lang in the movie. And Clubber Lang beat him the first time. He beat him, his manager died, and he doubted everything about himself at that point in time. Because all Rocky thought he was is just like a big bruiser, basically, and he had met someone who was bigger and badder than he was. So let's pause for a second. Think about that as far as your problems in your life. You feel like you're rolling on through your life and you're rolling on and you're getting through these things. Then you hit something and you think, wow, this is bigger and badder than me. And so now what Rocky had to do is he had to go back to someone who was a foe but had now become a friend, Apollo Creed. And he had to refashion himself to be able to defeat Clubber Lang. He had to change who he was in order to be able to do so. He had to become quicker. He had to become faster. He goes through, he works through, and he gets through all these different things. And now he comes into this fight, and Clubber Lang expected him to be the same old Rocky. He said he was just going to walk forward, and he was going to punch him, and he was going to knock him out. That's what he figured he was going to do because he figured he couldn't change. Your problems don't think you can change either. All right? When you're going up against your problems and you're doing it the same way, they're pretty confident because you can't beat them the way that you are. You can't beat them the way that you are. Now, the cool thing about Rocky is that it was a 3-round fight. All right? The first round, Rocky goes out and does exactly what Apollo Creed told him to do. He goes out there, he's quick, he's punching him, he's doing everything along those lines, and Clubber Lang is confused by this. He's so angry that he wants to keep fighting in the interim when they go to the break. He's still trying to fight because he's just so angry. He can't believe this person has the audacity to be beating him. All right? So it's great. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. The second round, Rocky gets kind of caught up in what Clubber Lang is doing, and all of a sudden starts to go back to the old way of doing things and gets knocked down twice. And almost gets knocked out of the fight. So even when we make the changes that we have to make in our lives, sometimes we bounce back to the old way and it knocks us out and it knocks us back down. But the problem, the question is for you is, do you have the will to get up? Do you have the will to get up? One of my most favorite Rocky quotes wasn't even from this Rocky, it was from Rocky 6, was that it's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and still get up and keep moving forward. And so it's the same thing there. So down in round number 3, Rocky has figured out the ill of his ways. He goes back to the quickness and everything along those lines, and then catches Clubber Lang, knocks him out, wins the fight, yells, "Yo, Adrian," all those different things, okay? But in our lives, it's the same thing. So yeah, this is a movie, but this movie, it's really a parable for what we can do in our lives with our problems. That if you've run across a problem that is stopping you cold, everything you've done to it is stopping you cold, we have to refashion ourselves and how it is that we are attacking that problem. We have to renew ourselves and regenerate ourselves and be able to do so. So I want you to be brave right now. I want you to share with me a problem that is stopping you cold. Share with me. If you don't want to share with me on my social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, if you don't want to put it out to the world, email me directly. Oginga at ogingacarr.com. Comes directly to my phone. I check my phone all the time. I'm always checking messages. Love to talk back and forth with people because I am energized by that. Us talking about those things, these are things that none of this is anything, I'm not preaching to you. I've gone through all of this. I'm going through this. I'm reworking myself and refashioning myself right now to get through different things, to be able to do so. And so I want to be able to share that with you. Share that with me. Hit me up on my website at www.ogingacarr.com. You can join our list and get these emails directly to your email, not just online or pick them up there. We are so thankful for you to be there. Happy holidays. Have a wonderful holiday. We'll see you back here next week. Bye-bye.